Still Cruisin', the Beach Boys, right now on States and Kingdoms. So, here we are. This might be one of the first times we've spoken about the Beach Boys where we don't have too many extra wonderful things to say about the record.
No. One of the primary things is that it's just not a complete record.
It feels very incomplete.
I mean, it's a compilation. It was supposed to be a compilation. It is. But it's not well done. You know, it's all, they're trying to capitalize on Kokomo. There's just not enough material here that's good to make this, you know, a very good album. Now, obviously, they had some other songs.
From movies.
Yes, if they had used them, it would have been better.
Yeah.
It still wouldn't have been great. But, you know, Rock and Roll to the Rescue, California Dream, and they had just been on another compilation, Made in the USA. They weren't likely to put that on this as well.
Right.
I mean, they could have.
They could have.
They probably should have. But I don't think they, you know, just, this album just...
It's lackluster.
It's just really
every way.
It's a not a cash grab, but I mean it is a cash grab. You know, trying to get in on Kokomo. Now there are always a couple of songs on any Beach Boys anything that are worth listening to.
Yeah, of course.
And I really do like Kokomo.
I like Kokomo too.
So, but
I always have.
You can hear that anywhere. And then it's probably like a Kokomo ringtone. People still use those
on your Motorola.
Yeah. Still Cruisin'. It is a catchy, kind of fluffy, but catchy.
It doesn't bother
song
me.
that
I like
fits in with Kokomo. It has that kind of, you know, big Mike Love voice and then Carl singing and, you know, it's like, oh, this is fine. This is okay. This is kind of good.
It's fine.
And then Somewhere Near Japan is actually very good.
Yeah, it's really catchy. You know, it's a that really was good the first song from the album that really stayed with me. Yeah. That one kept coming back. It's pretty catchy.
It is a really good song.
Yeah.
And then Island Girl is kind of like, okay, it's fluffy. It's okay. It strangely sounds like Andy Partridge. I don't know why.
It does. It really does. It's so weird.
I don't know if
anyone else has heard that before, but it really does.
You almost don't want to say it, but but it's just kind of a fluffy song. It's a ditty.
Which I would let it go. It's okay.
Right, and then In My Car after that, which is one of those songs that, you know, obviously Brian could turn out so easily, but because of Landy's name being on it,
it's so weird.
It just gives me a bad feeling.
It's creepy.
It's not a great song. It's
you can
kind of typical fare.
Well, yeah, you know instantly. You're like, oh yeah, this sounds like Brian.
Well, it definitely sounds.
But it's like the kind of song Brian could write in his sleep, literally in his sleep.
Yeah.
With his therapist.
Right, that's the thing, and I'm not sure. I mean, since this hasn't been re-released, you know, they haven't had the opportunity to knock his name off.
Right. So there it is.
So it's just kind of gives like a bad feeling, but it would be fine on an album that had a little bit more substance to it, and then Kokomo, which of course is on here,
which is a great song.
So side one
is okay.
It should have just been like an EP. Then they should just release this as an EP.
Side two though.
Side two has a lot of problems. I don't like Wipeout.
I don't either.
I don't.
I think everyone knows. Mm-hmm. I'm very forgiving with many things that I love, especially the Beach Boys. I can let a lot of things go. I can try and understand where they were coming from. I can give a lot of leeway. This one does not work for me.
Well, I know where they're coming from, but it just doesn't matter.
It doesn't work, and it's actually really grating.
It is kind of. It is, yeah. I mean, this and the 3-hour version of Here Comes the Night are probably my two least favorite Beach Boys tracks.
Yeah. This one. I have
to say.
This one's tough.
Just don't. And then they're not even really on it. Like you don't. It's not.
It's just unnecessary.
It doesn't feel like a Beach Boys track anyway.
No one needed that song.
Anyway, but again, as a curio, I would on a more fleshed out album, it would still be kind of like all right, whatever.
Sure.
But then Make It Big, which is from a movie, and that's a decent song. It's very 80s sounding.
Yeah, it's okay.
And then that's it. 3
And then you've got I Get Around, Would It Be Nice, and California Girls.
It's like, the scene in Everything You Ever Wanted to Know About, Sex But Afraid to Ask, where they're all the sperm and there's the one black guy and he's like, what am I doing here? That's what I feel like these songs are like. They're like, what am I doing here?
We didn't ask to be here.
Yeah, they just don't belong here. Anyway, but yeah.
It makes it a very bizarre album. It really is.
What's funny about it is interesting. But it's, I don't know if there's any way this could have been that much better.
Where Summer in Paradise is really good.
Well, it's an album. It holds together.
And it works in a lot of ways that this one does not. I mean,
that's certainly a divisive album. But there are a couple of songs on that I genuinely really like. Whereas on this is, other than like Kokomo, which, again, you can hear anywhere.
Yeah.
It's really just Somewhere Near Japan.
Into any bar.
Yeah.
And Kokomo's playing.
Yeah. Somewhere Near Japan is a really great song.
That's the standout track, absolutely.
Yeah, I think so.
Because even if you think about the self-titled album from '85, this is really...
a step down.
A big step down.
Yeah.
That album, I think, is really good, and it's got a sound, and it feels like a band effort, whereas this, I don't get that, like, cohesive, the band came together.
It must be such a mess.
I'm sure. I'm sure.
At this time, and Brian,
I know, poor Brian. I know. I understand, and I understand.
No, I know. But anyway, and Summer in Paradise also feels more cohesive.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, if you don't like it, that's fine.
I like the cover.
But just a little bit more cohesive.
I think the cover is fun.
Yeah, it's good. Also, Summer in Paradise has one of the...
that one has very cool packaging.
Cover. Oh, wait.
Very cool packaging.
It's right here.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah.
He's cute.
Right here.
That's one of those mini LPs. It's a tiny, tiny record. They came out with those in the late 80s.
Anyway, I don't really have anything to say about it. It's just... It's kind of... I guess it's like... It's my... Of their studio albums, it's my least favorite.
Sure, I'm glad we have it.
Well...
to complete the collection.
Sure.
It's just not an album that I've listened to much or feel like I need to really listen to much. No. And, meh.
No, it is listened to least of, I think, any Beach Boys album.
It is, yeah. Unfortunately, it's my least favorite Beach Boys album.
And that includes a couple of other live albums or best ofs.
Or like Beach Boys Party.
Yeah, even that.
Which is kind of cool.
So, yeah, definitely. This is not listened to a lot, yeah. But Somewhere Near Japan.
It's no one's fault.
Is a really
I'm
good
not
song.
mad at anybody.
I would just take that song out.
It is a really good song.
It is.
It's like "Come On, I Wanna Lay Ya" on right.
Lahaina Aloha.
Yeah. Yeah, it feels in that vein. I dig it.
Yeah.
I like it a lot.
Mm-hmm.
I guess that's it.
That's pretty much it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, happy Friday, everyone. There you have it. Beach Boys, still cruising. Let us know what you think in the comments below. Please make sure to like and subscribe and stay tuned for more videos here at States and Kingdoms every Wednesday and Friday. We will see you next time. Have a great weekend.